Samsung's telephoto cameras have always been its strong suit, and it looks like they're only getting better.
Absolutely.
Recent speculations suggest a longer zoom, sharper optics, larger sensor, and wider aperture as potential upgrades for the telephoto cameras on Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S24 Ultra. And certainly, it might be a while until it arrives, but the market is hungry for it. Here's everything we know about the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Samsung will likely stick with the same lineup of 3 Galaxy S devices: a 6.1-inch entry-level model, a 6.6-inch Galaxy S24 Plus, and a 6.8-inch Galaxy S24 Ultra are all possible in the new lineup. However, there have been speculations that the Plus model could be discontinued since it practically pulls fewer sales. Statistical evidence suggests that the Galaxy S23 Plus is a specialized product, with most consumers preferring either the standard or Ultra variants.
Yeah, really.
Especially since there's hardly a huge price difference between them. We'll talk about the Galaxy S24's expected price and release date later in the video, so make sure you stay with us. In any case, it wouldn't be unheard of if Samsung decides to focus on the 2 models that generate the most revenue and discontinue production of the model with the lowest demand. There hasn't been a lot of speculation about the Galaxy S24 Ultra's design just yet. It's safe to assume, though, that it will look very similar to the Galaxy S23 Ultra and Galaxy S22 Ultra.
Cool, that's cool.
With maybe a few tweaks here and there. Every year, Samsung slightly tweaks the design of the Galaxy S series, but the phones always retain their signature all-business look. This means the Galaxy S24 Ultra will most likely also offer rounded corners on the chassis and the display, narrow borders, and 5 spherical camera modules on the back. We aren't expecting any other physical modifications to the phone. Nonetheless, it would be quite exciting to anticipate how the Galaxy S24 Ultra design will evolve. As we said earlier, Samsung's Galaxy S24 series is expected to be in line with the company's usual aesthetic. This means the Galaxy S24 Ultra Edition should use AMOLED displays with a 120Hz maximum refresh rate. The regular S23 and S23 Plus are speculated to have an FHD resolution, but the Galaxy S24 Ultra would have a QHD screen in addition to a 3080x1440 pixel display with a rather good 500p sharpness and efficiency under certain settings. The display is expected to be practically bezel-less, in addition to a Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for a glass screen.
Impressive.
As it hasn't been released yet, all we can do is speculate. However, we'll make sure to keep you updated on any new leaks, so subscribe to our channel and get notifications whenever we upload new videos. Since there have been no rumors of a change to the cameras in the standard Galaxy S24, we can probably assume that both the Galaxy S24 and the Galaxy S24 Plus will stick with the same camera setup as the Galaxy S23. 50 megapixels for the primary camera, 12 megapixels for the ultra-wide, 10 megapixels for the 3x telephoto, and 12 megapixels for the front-facing camera. Similarly, we anticipate that the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra will carry over some of the Galaxy S23 Ultra's camera functionality. This implies we'll have access to the industry-first 200-megapixel main shooter, as well as 12-megapixel ultra-wide and 12-megapixel selfie shooters. It's also possible that the telephoto cameras may get an update.
How interesting.
In a tweet shared by Ice Universe, the leaker announced that the Galaxy S24 Ultra is expected to replace the telephoto sensor and adopt a new solution. Whichever solution Samsung decides to adopt for camera improvements, it should have some relation to the new Qualcomm processor expected to feature on this 24 series. We'll go into detail on that very soon, so stay tuned. The tweet also reiterated the speculation that this Galaxy S24 Ultra would most likely retain its 200 megapixels primary camera. There will likely be 2 variants, with 8 GB and 12 GB of memory and 2 different storage capacities. To satisfy users' multitasking needs, the higher-end 512 GB and 1 TB devices may come with at least 12 GB of RAM, while the base 256 GB model will likely ship with 8 GB of RAM. As with the Galaxy S23 Ultra, the Galaxy S24 Plus, and the Galaxy S24 Ultra will support 45 watts charging, while the basic S24 should be able to charge it up to 25 watts. Battery sizes are currently unclear. However, it is probable that the Galaxy S24 may feature similar ones to the 3,900 mAh, 4,700 mAh, and 5,000 mAh batteries for the base model, Galaxy S23 Plus, and Galaxy S23 Ultra. Assuming the reports about the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 CPU in the next Galaxy flagship are true, Samsung will likely use their most recent Snapdragon chip in the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Samsung will likely stretch the use of Qualcomm chips until their new Exynos chips are ready. We are not exactly sure when that will be, but we can at least expect it won't be in 2024. Twitter leaker Yajish Brar says that Samsung is not making any custom high-end chips for phones and tablets. The Galaxy S24 and likely the S25 series will be released with a Qualcomm SoC. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is expected to possess a much quicker primary CPU core with a maximum clock rate of 3.7 GHz, so we can at least be certain of an increase in performance on the Galaxy S24 Ultra.
Trust me, this is gonna be great.
To make things even better, Samsung might surprise us with a special for Galaxy Qualcomm chip capable of clicking even higher speeds, just as it did with the S23 variants. Samsung's Galaxy S24 range of smartphones is expected to be introduced in the second half of January or the first week of February 2024, given the company's track record with prior Galaxy flagship releases. We expect Samsung to stick to its present practice of unveiling its new flagships around this time every year. As for price, we're not expecting a hike. This means the 256 GB model will likely cost $1,199. The 512 GB model will sell for $1,299. And the 1 TB model will be the priciest option at $1,619. Which of these options are you likely to go for? Tell us why in the comments section. As it stands now, the Galaxy S24 Ultra retains most features of the current Samsung S-series smartphones, widely regarded as among the best available. It will be interesting to see how the company hopes to top itself with the Galaxy S24. In any case, it should be one of the most anticipated smartphones of 2024, if not the greatest, since competitor brands are also expected to counter Samsung's initiatives. It looks like Apple has already begun doing so with the release of its new software feature, the iOS 17. Find out everything you need to know about it in our next video. Thanks for watching.